О, поплыли. Столько идей, идеальных и очень удовлетворительных. Вот слова, пожалуйста. Согласно некоторым источникам, уд, или, как некоторые говорят, ауд, уд. Есть такое слово audacity. Может и уд. Уд. Я про од не знаю, но так ода. Это все фаллические темы. Это все темы мужского начала. Поэтому, скорее всего, я так сам думаю. Это я додумываю уже. Тут я это не читал. А Ауда читал. Скорее всего, иудей, Иуда. Потому что Иуде, Ауда, это все близко. Это тоже фаллическая тема. Вот это вот, мы же евреи, надо нам какие-то героические или хероические темы. Кстати, герой на любом языке, романском и индоевропейском, это гер, все это член. Героические темы. Гер это господин по-немецки, а Германия. А ид, вот фрейдовский ид, так это тоже хер, идеальный, идейный, идиллия. Даже не очень хорошая идея, все равно идеально. Да, удовлетворительно. Иуд тоже оттуда, удовлетворять. Нормально? Бывает, что, конечно, одинокий. Одиноко. Сейчас рассвет, вон, а? Там кто-то плавает уже. Идем сейчас. Это, может, мой сосед. Потрясающие темы. Причем там много, даже на три буквы наши, нецензурная, ненормативный, так сказать, термин, который описывает мужской детородный орган на 3 буквы. Он тоже древний, и разные теории. Есть, допустим, теория, что он идет от хоуи или хвоя, там колючки. Хоуи. А есть хвой, а есть хвост или хвастаться. Вот это слова, которые близки. Хвост имеет форму, кстати, кола. По-испански. Это же кол. Все, что на кол, это тоже фаллические темы. Кол, пак, колчан, колбаса, кол-окол. Кстати, интересно, я думал, что такое? Почему колокол так нормально? Ух ты, что тут плавает? Что это такое? Кто это? О, нормально вообще. Черепаха. Увидела меня и нырнула. Правильно. Кол, там же как колпак, а в нем еще один колышек. Кол-окол. Я сам придумал. А как еще это может быть? И все имеет форму фаллическую. И фал, кстати, тоже. Тоже это связано. Поэтому вчера мне сказал человек тоже слово по-испански кохер. Тоже интереснейшая тема. Кохер. Пишется C-O-G-E-R. Как cougar. Так это вот кохер, там в конце тоже хер. И это значит держать. Выражение cógelo suave – это take it easy. А по-украински кохати – это любить. А что интересно, что в испанском есть вульгаризм. Кохер – это значит, ну, на букву, короче, трахаться. Так тут вульгаризм, а коханка, кохати – это красивое слово по-украински любить. Получается, хаты тоже какое-то членство. Короче, все упирается. Как это не было бы херово, но это оно. И поскольку люди, которые все это придумывают, мужчины, занимаются всеми этими лингвистическими темами, женщины детей растят, вот они все ставят на первые места, ставят мужские темы. Несправедливо это. Интересный день вообще. Вчера выдался интересный день. Познакомился с такой женщиной. Вот мне интересно, через полгода, когда это видео выйдет, буду ли я помнить, о ком я сейчас говорю? Будет ли эта женщина в моей жизни, а я в ее? Как ее супруг, с которым я хочу подружиться, а он как-то не горит желанием. Вот то же самое и горит. Все слова так можно. Гор, корень, гор. Так же, как и гро. Гроза. Грозить. А тут по-английски crazy. Грезить. Все это все вот это вот там, где А.Я.Р. И какая-то еще перед А.Я.Р. вот согласная. Все энергии. Это жуткие энергии. Хорошие. Не горит он желанием со мной сдружиться. Ну, может, это исправится. Эта женщина талантливая. Она психолог, расстановщик, парапсихолог. Это мой сосед. Он не всегда горит желанием тоже со мной общаться, если это он. И вот я вчера ей... Вот мне аж неудобно. И для меня это должен быть урок. У меня проблема. У меня испытание. У меня ощущение вот это возникло, которое... Оно полезно бывает. Но может оно больше... Иногда, по крайней мере, точно вредит. Потому что оно меня закрывает от истины. Ощущение истины какое-то возникло. Почему людей это бесит? Потому что вдруг я как какой-то... Мне это папа говорил. Ты как какой-то первоисточник стал. Вещаешь, как будто ты все знаешь. Вот у меня это такое ощущение. Не то чтобы я же не буду так... Такие... У меня нет мысли, что я все знаю. И это было бы... Как сказал Андрей Вадимович, не верю в чудеса, и это было бы странным. Всю жизнь летать, однажды воспарив. Вот. Тем не менее, у меня ощущение, что то, что я говорю, это я знаю. Как говорит мой брат Евгений, я не знаю всего, но я знаю это. I don't know everything, but I know this. Интересно, где он эту фразу? Или он сам ее придумал? Или где-то он ее вычитал? Красивая фраза. Я у него ее одалживаю часто. Я говорю, так мой брат говорит. I don't know everything, but I know this. Это я знаю. У меня все, что бы я ни говорил, у меня это ощущение. Оно довольно банально и высокомерно нарциссическое, даже, как я вчера слушал Ксению Евгеньевну. Нарцисс, блин. Думает, что все знает. И поэтому у меня ощущение, что я могу давать людям совет. Совет. Совет да любовь. Никто никому не должен давать совет. Делиться опытом. Тоже. Тебя не спрашивают, не говори. Вот человек сейчас начну ему капать на мозги. Сидит себе спокойно. Никого не трогает. Нет, надо к нему приплыть. Я вчера женщине посоветовал. Это интересно. Чтобы она была более ласковая с мужем, более покладистая, более уступчивая, более служащая. То есть стала более... А потом, когда я мужа этого встретил, он в таком состоянии, что я не знаю, как это можно. Это мой, вот тебе совет. Не зная всего, давать совет. Вообще. Очень интересно. Очень интересно. Я теперь не прав, чувствую себя. Ну, знаешь, я был не прав, я ж признаю. Ну так какого хрена я их давал? Значит, нельзя такие давать совет. Бывает по-другому. О, that's my friend. Good morning, my friend. I wanted to call you or at least write something. But you see, I have so many Davids.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out which one you were.
Well, my last name's Friedberg. I'll call you later and give you a text. I got to send you a couple pictures too. I never sent you the pictures the last time.
I got a bunch of pictures of you, and I didn't send them to you either.
Okay, I'll send you a text later.
How you been, man? I'm making a movie on my. But now,
Am I in the movie?
do you? I can turn it off if it's
I
not.
don't care.
See, I love that about you.
Doesn't really
We had this. By the way, you remember the lady we were? I was gonna tell you this. You remember the lady we were talking to?
Oh, you're the pregnant one, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize she was pregnant.
Yeah, I know. You were telling me to go hit on her, and I'm very friendly with her. I've had her kids using my paddleboard.
She's a neighbor. I spoke to her for like good, probably 20 minutes. Even got her number. Look at this guy. Да, дорогой.
Абрам,
Да, мой милый.
где ты, дорогой?
Я уплыл.
Да ладно, уже?
Конечно.
А что я тебя не вижу?
Я далеко уплыл, я справа нахожусь, справа от бич-клуба. Я там был где-то, было где-то 7-10, когда вот как раз рассвет.
Ой, бля.
Ну, нормально.
Я тебя не вижу.
А я далеко, я тут с одним другом встретился тоже в океане. Мы как две точки, справа, далеко.
Я вижу тебя.
Вон я руку поднял.
Какая вода красивая сегодня.
Да, вон, видишь, я весло. Смотри, я сейчас весло поднял. Видишь мое весло?
Там такие два человека, я вижу, две точки.
Но я весло поднял, его далеко уже не видно.
Ну, хорошо, давай.
Ну давай на связи, давай, дорогой, рад тебя слышать, давай.
Когда будешь обратно?
Я знаю, может минут 20-30. Я же не знаю, сколько мы тут сейчас беседу будем вести серьезную.
Давай, не теряйся.
Давай, взаимно. That's my friend. This is what I like. He's a great guy. Once in a while he calls me, oh, let's go paddling. And we used to. But then he disappears. We have a bit of an argument.
You're
And
the guy
then,
I met a month ago.
no. That guy's gone.
Oh.
Oh, he's gone. We lived together for the fourth time. And for the fourth time we had a fight, like, well, not physical. It wasn't physical. It was we had an argument. And he's gone. And not only gone, he's gone out of my life. Which,
See, you're very passionate, but passionate people have more arguments.
absolutely.
I just like to keep my mouth shut, watch the sunrise, the moon come down.
And you know what? And I would love for you, because you know what? There is a lot of merit in that approach, in that way of life. A lot of merit, because you can achieve in many ways much more by being that way than by being radical. Having said that,
True, that's true.
that is true. Having said that, there's also, it's like comparing a Ferrari and a truck that's in a mountain, you know, that huge, that delivers boulders to the mountains. You know, those huge trucks with wheels that are size of like 1 story. These huge dump trucks, you know, like huge.
Yeah, yeah.
So which one is better? This huge
I'm
dump.
thinking of a Mercedes Unimog. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's a real heavy-duty truck. It looks like it could run over like a Range Rover.
Like for example, a Ferrari and a Humvee.
Okay.
Yeah. So which one is better? Well, for different purposes. One is extremely elegant and sexy and sporty, and you go to some function, you come in a Ferrari with the lady, you have a certain
Sure, that would be the whole moment of the evening, getting out of your Ferrari,
Right.
getting your keys to the
Now imagine you come in a humongous dump truck, huge, and by the way, that's also a pretty interesting entrance, but it's different. So what I'm saying is each one has his own merits, because one can pull a lot of load, but one is elegant. Yeah, I saw a turtle. So my question to you is, see, in your approach, because you're diplomatic, you're to yourself, but you inevitably, having that approach, a person misses a true character. For example, see, remember that lady who we were talking about, that you and her were you were having some sort of a relationship. You were, I don't know if you were together, but you remember the Russian lady?
Oh yeah,
a while ago.
4 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, a while ago. I paddled with her to the Sunny Isles and back once, and we had a heart-to-heart conversation. I even met her mother, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Her mother was here too, right? Yeah. So she told me a lot about her life, about her exes, and then she's an attractive lady. She's in her 30s, I think, mid to late 30s, something like that.
30s.
Yeah, late 30s. But she's a very deep thinker, interesting woman. Very interesting woman, yeah. But I don't think she has children.
No.
Right, so I remember.
We were getting together that last time, and you really upset her. You told her that she should give her mom a baby, and she's all unhappy.
Absolutely,
You
see.
made her so unhappy.
Well, guess what? If I tell a smoker he's killing himself with every cigarette he's taking 15 to 30 minutes out of his life, that's gonna upset a smoker.
Yeah, she had some tough times though. She was in love, and he got murdered. Her fiance got murdered.
You know who murdered him?
The mob. I think he was.
She did.
No, he was shot.
I'm saying
He was a lawyer, and
energy-wise,
he was on the wrong side of a political thing.
he was on the wrong side of a woman, because life and death are at the hands of our women. We get born by them and we die by them.
Well, she needed non-stop exercise. She would run.
Because
go do tennis, paddleboard.
that's a male in her.
Yeah,
She's too tough.
He was a little too tough.
But see, what I'm trying to
So you know what I found out? That after that, then when I left, she met another guy here.
useless,
Fell in love.
useless.
Went to Greece with him.
And check this out, nothing happened from that.
No, and she came back. She was scared that he was gonna, hurt her.
Exactly, because she chooses the wrong people.
Yeah.
So either they hurt her or she hurts them. It's a mutually hurtful situation, because she's a toxic lady.
Well, I guess it's hard to turn down a trip to Greece with somebody.
It's very easy to turn it down. For me, it's a walk in the park. With the wrong person, I ain't going. Like this guy this morning, he asked me to go paddleboard with me. I said no, he ain't paddleboarding with me, because you don't call me for half a year. Now let's go paddleboard. No, I got a few of those paddleboarding requests once in a while. Oh, let's I see, I haven't heard from you, and you don't call me, and you weren't cordial to me. I asked you to introduce me to your wife. We are friends for many months. We talk every day because we were close. See, I get close. And now he doesn't want me to talk to his wife. You know why? Because he's a dog. So we talk men things. So he's concerned that blurt something out to his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you see, then don't be friends with me, because if it's crazy. That's why I don't want to be friends with most people, because I can't tolerate all this filth. Everyone's lying. So what I was gonna tell you is, you see, it took you, how long you and her were together, or
Months.
how long?
A few months.
Few months. It took me one day to figure out that she's no good.
Yeah, well then you hit on her the rest of the time that I was dating her.
No, you see, let me share. First of all, when you say hit, it's a very powerful verb. I don't hit.
It appeared that was.
That's what you interpret it as. But hit is like this. Look, like hitting is. No, I don't do that.
What I saw.
No, but you see, I don't like the verb hit. I was flirtatious.
Okay, you were.
Because I didn't know you were with her.
I told you.
So then when you were with her, I wasn't, and I'm sorry if my approach seemed flirtatious, but if I have utmost respect for couples. I don't flirt with women.
You know what? We weren't really quite a couple. That's
Exactly.
Why we were almost, we were.
That's why.
Intimate, but yet we were. There was undefined. We didn't.
So then.
Conversation and say this is it.
So David.
People, we don't see other people.
As they say, she's.
So she was fair game.
Exactly.
She's right in front of my face.
Why not? Why not? You know what I do? This is what I do, David. This is what.
I would keep you away from my next show.
Exactly, because you're jealous. So you see.
No, because it was annoying. It was annoying. Like I'm trying to figure out how to have a nice intimate session, and it just became more complicated.
Okay.
That's it. I wasn't scared that she was gonna.
See now.
leave me.
See now. You said it. You just said it.
Yeah, it became more complicated.
You just said the word. Now, when you use the word care with an S in the front, care with S, scared. Now, you said the word.
Yeah.
So the energy of scared came from who right now?
Me.
Right. The part no is not registered by the universe. We don't register no. Our souls only register the verb, the action. So once I say, hey, I ain't falling, guess what? The energy of a falling is present in my thought process.
Yeah.
So we attract what we speak, and we are what we speak. So the word scared came from you. Of course it's scary.
Yeah, well, for me, relationships are scary.
So then I was, in your eyes, I was being not a cordial friend. I wasn't being a good friend.
A cock blocker.
Exactly.
That's it.
Now you see, for example, see my approach is, look at my approach. I invited you to get to know the lady that was pregnant. I didn't even know, I didn't know who she was, and then I remember that I know her.
Right.
So now I invited you to say, look, go and speak to her. I invited you to do as you say, to cock block me. I said, go cock block me.
Yeah, of course.
Because I like a healthy competition. And I come with my parents and said, look to the lady, who do you think will be a better man for you, me or my friend? He's younger, he's better looking in some ways, and I'm a little bit more mature. He's 6'4". There was this guy, me and him were walking.
Right.
6'4", a collegiate swimmer.
Yeah, some women are just attracted to tall guys.
So now I say, look, he has clear advantages. He's twice my size. He's a model look. I'm 50. I have certain other features, like I have more experience. I have children. I've been more places. So who do you think will be more? So I ask women this. Fair game. So if I was, for example, in your shoes, I'd say, look, Katarina, what was her name? Something. Ina. I say, Ina, do you think this guy could be a better guy for you? I would just say it like that. See, I would make the other person.
She was trying to hide from you.
Well, then I would challenge her. Because you see, when you challenge a woman, she'll reveal her true colors. Otherwise, it take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year to figure out who she is. Well, it takes me one day.
I get it.
So then that's what you don't you?
It was just, we both had fun. We enjoyed each other's company.
No, but you see, you talk about fun. Fun is an energy of a.
Well, I don't have enough fun in my life, so for me, having fun is good.
Okay, so yesterday I was listening to this beautiful mentor of mine. Her name is Menshikova. Ksenia Menshikova. And she's a wise guru from Russia. I can't quite get to meet her. I call her associate, that's a problem. She's such a knowledgeable person. So she was talking so deep that she flips my brain. I say, I don't understand what she's saying, because I do get it, but it's first. So she's saying, when we approach life from a perspective of fun, pleasure, oh, I want to have fun, I want to be happy, that's a wrong approach. That's not how life is created. That's an approach of a kid, naive, who wants to receive. The desire to receive fun, pleasure, happiness is an energy of a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old.
Well, I think I missed out on those years. I think I was too serious back then.
No, you were not.
I was.
No, because what happens when a kid does not get an example from a strong father figure saying, look, it's not all fun. You need to do your homework every day, and you need to clean the house, and you need to go and do whatever, the boxing, whatever you do, the hockey practice, and you need to get an A. B won't cut it. If you get a B, you're big trouble, boy, and you get smacked. So then a kid grows up.
I was very strong, but I got good grades. He didn't have to smack me.
So you see, so there are two options here. If the dad is too weak, a man grows up too weak. If the dad is too strong, he overpowers and literally sucks out the male energy from a boy.
Right. My dad's very strong. Could be more of that, but I think he's sort of in the middle.
So then, if a dad is very harmonious, he's gonna raise his son, especially son, to be a very harmonious, strong warrior that will be able to not seek fun and games, but he will seek harmony. He will seek dignity. He will seek path that is strong. That's,
well, yeah, fun is a childish word.
of course, it's not a word. It's a paradigm. It's an approach to life. I want to have fun.
Well,
I don't want to have fun.
This is fun paddleboarding. This is more fun than watching TV.
So this is great fun.
What?
This is not only fun. This is healthy. This is extremely universally, in so many ways,
It's like meditation.
meditative. Look, you and I meet, we have these great conversations, which I find this very conducive to a good conversation, because we are here out in the middle of nowhere. There's only two of us, and we are like me and you in nature, like in its rawest, the most raw form. So yeah, but what I'm saying is, the lady yesterday said that the energy of a receiver is a child energy. I want this, I need this. The parent energy, or an adult, is an energy of a giver.
Yes.
So once we grow, that's why Tony Robbins, you know Tony Robbins, right? Yeah, one of his models of life, he says there's many ways you can describe a purpose of life. Purpose of life, he goes, and a good model is a double G. Grow and give. And the more you grow, the more you give.
That is true.
So then, double G.
You know, it's hard sometimes. The only thing preventing me is being a little lazy sometimes. Yep. Got to work at it.
It's not, I mean, I'm lazy too. And you know what? I'm selfish. Do you think I don't want to have fun? Don't you think I want to have a sweetheart waiting for me right now in my bed? So I come home and we make beautiful love, and because I love that. A young sweetheart that's 20 years old, maybe two of them. Oh, I'd love that. So sometimes I seek that too much, and then that hurts, because then they run away. I just had one a couple of weeks ago. Fell in love. 2 days she lived with me, 23 years old.
Well, see, that's I'm scared of that too. Fall in love. She could have you twisted around her little finger.
But you see, when you get the experience, you could see what they do. Like, I see what she did to me. And you know how long it lasted, me and her? And let me tell you something. This lady, if you met her, She's mesmerizing. I could show you pictures. She's a mesmerizing human being. She's bright. She's extremely intelligent. She's extremely beautiful. She's extremely passionate.
Right.
And it's like I see myself marrying someone like that. Her.
Right.
And she came and she lived with me right away. That's the first night. She came, we made love, she hugged me, she hugged the living lights out of me. If I show you a picture, I took a picture because she had a Pekingese dog,
Yeah.
a little small dog, and he shitted all over the place, whatever. And then in the morning, we met Saturday. We spent Saturday night together, all Sunday together.
On the beach?
Huh?
On the beach?
I met her on Tinder.
Oh, nice.
And then we had a drink in Itaru. Then she came to have dinner with me and she stayed. So Monday morning, I take a picture, I'll show it to you. And a picture, I just took a picture of the dog in our bed. I have a king size. And then I look and I see that all night I was almost falling out of bed because I had like this much to sleep on. I'm like, why was it so? And I don't like to turn on the AC, so it's hot. And then I see, well, I'm so hot. Well, she kept hugging me and scooted over to like across the whole.
I do like my sleep. I don't want to be woken up even, you know, for good things. If I'm in a deep sleep, if she's gonna wake me up and have sex, I'll wake up. That's fun, but
You see fun again. See
well,
see that word?
I love my sleep. You know?
See, I love these are all.
Fun in a general.
No,
term. It would be good. I'd be happy.
Look, David,
I'd
all
be
of
happy to wake up. And
see
have
happy. I'm happy. I have fun. I love. It's not about me. It's about her.
Yeah.
It's about actually not even her or me. It's about us. I stop being when I meet someone. There's no more me. It's not about what I like. It's about us. It's about a beautiful creation that you and her make, that me and her make. So I loved that I was sweaty, that I was miserable, because to me that means love. She literally like got
Love is being miserable.
see. It's
No,
difficult.
just you said that. I mean, I'm
Yes, love is miserable.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you have to put up with that.
Yes, love is a challenge, is a torture. Is it even a torture? It's you being willing to compromise on some of the most difficult things. So yes, I was hot. Yes, I was sweaty. I had this little space to lay because she scooted so tight. But to me, that's a beautiful thing that she really wanted to hug me so tight. And huh? Let's go. So then you can you imagine? Because how many women tried and hugged you all night, tight. How many women did that with you? Do you know the feeling that I'm this?
Really, no.
I'm sorry.
Usually not all night. Usually for a while.
But
And I would like roll over.
But have you met many women that really like hug you all night?
I've had huggers, but
Exactly.
I usually want to fall asleep, so I think I find a way to roll away after a while. So.
But have you ever?
It feels nice being hugged and falling asleep.
Of course.
But then I wake up after like an hour.
Have you ever felt the desire to hug the living lights out of a woman? Not when you're in.
I squeeze pretty tight when I'm hugging. I mean, no, I don't.
No, but I'm talking like fall asleep hugging.
I've done that before, yes. But like I said, I wake up after a half hour.
No, but we need our space. That just happens.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
Really nice. It's a nice
but what I'm saying is, it's a certain type of a relationship where you really feel a lot.
Oh yeah. If I'm laying there and I got her head on me and we're hugging each other, I love that. Yeah, of course.
And how long did that last?
The hug or how? I mean,
How long the relationships where you wanted to hug someone at night? And I tell you something. What I mean by that. What I mean is you.
That didn't last out.
Exactly. So you wake. Let's say we all wake up sometimes for like a split second. You know, we toss and turn a little bit, and then you wake up for that split second. Or let's say you go to the bathroom, you come back, and you go and hug her again, and you fall asleep hugging. Like how many relationships you had where you wanted to hug the woman all night? All night, like my grandpa.
Yeah.
He hugged grandma all his life. He says, I love hugging her. Do you know what that means? Desire to hug. that is constant, not just after sex a little bit.
Human contact is very important.
No, but you know what that means in a very simple, basic understanding of energies. The person in the middle of the night, semi-conscious, or sometimes not even conscious at all. It's just automatic. What she did was not even conscious. Right. She moved the pillow toward me. She scooted all across the bed. She's a tiny little 90 pounds, 5'2", little beautiful petite princess. She's a tiny little princess, very thin. But you know what that means energy-wise? If the woman or a man or both, and that's even sometimes it's just one. But usually if it's a woman, then a man becomes that way too, because it comes from a woman. You know what that means energy-wise? That's love.
Hugging, well.
That is.
Hugging, no, I don't think hugging alone. It's a symbol. It's a symbol.
David,
of love, yeah.
David, this is not something I asked. I'm stating a fact here. It is love. It's an energy of love that is not thought, that is not premeditated. This is not something they consider. No, this is an innate, unconscious desire to be close all night without even knowing. It's just your body's, because a lot of times, especially...
You know what? If you laid next to a woman that you never met before, never spoke to, and you hugged her, it would still feel very good. And you didn't even know who she was because she was wearing
It doesn't work like that, no.
It would still feel nice. It wouldn't be the same thing.
It's not. If you become really sensitive to energies, you're not gonna hug just anyone. It's a certain energy.
True. I know what you're saying.
Right. So you know.
But human touch feels good. You know, when I was a kid, everybody used to sit there and we would draw letters on each other's back.
Of course.
And try to guess what letter it was.
Right. Human touch is what we're all about in many ways. Having said that, it feels good when it comes from a good person.
It feels better when you're in love. Yeah.
If the person is a bad person, you will shrivel, because the energy.
True. I got a massage from somebody with real negative energy one time.
That's why I hate massages. I hate massages.
I don't like them so much anymore. I used to get them one before.
No, because it's the idea of you receiving a massage is a wrong idea,
Right.
Unless you really are close to the person who's giving it to you and you really know the person.
Well, I wasn't going for pleasure. I was going for therapy. I mean,
so no, yeah,
injured back.
Again, that's not the therapy for that. It's not good for that. But by some lucky chance, it may be okay. But the whole concept of a massage from an unknown person is a complete misunderstanding of transfer of energy, because most people don't care. She's giving you a massage for money. Then no, that's not gonna work. It's a monetary financial transaction with some manipulation of your tissues. No, it's literally actually manipulation. Is money is the hand, mano. Pulare is to pull. So that's why I hate massages. Not the hate. I love how people massage me. I just hate the concept, because these people don't give a shit about me, and the energies that I receive from them I don't like, because I don't know them. So I don't. You know how in Hindu.
I would say most people who go into that field have good energy.
No.
And they're healers.
No.
They don't just.
No, that is not so.
Money, but some people.
No, that's not so. These people do it for money, not for energies. If you don't pay them, they won't do it.
Well, yes, it's a job, of course.
Well, no, but you see, when I give a massage...
A doctor doesn't help somebody unless they get paid.
I'm sorry?
A doctor doesn't help.
Oh, yes, they do.
Unless they get paid.
Yes, I do.
Well, you're unique.
No, any physician, when they see someone, you've seen this, it's called Good Samaritan. They see somebody, something going on, when they walk on the street, they come up. Hey, people say, I'm a doctor. It's an instinct. We all humans do that. Even animals help each other. It's an instinct. What I'm trying to say to you is this. I watch a lot of this guy. His name is Sadhguru. You know Sadhguru?
No.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. He's a beautiful teacher. So he's a Hindu guy. He's from India. So he has a lot of different things that we have no idea about. He says, look, do you know why we Indians go like this when we say hi? We don't shake hands, because if we shake hands, it's a huge transfer, exchange of energy. And we don't know these people. We don't know who we're shaking hands with.
Right. It's weird. Shaking hands is a weird custom.
Well, do you know where it comes from?
I don't know, England?
Huh?
I would guess England or something.
Well, the symbol of shaking hands is a very symbolic thing. Basically, back in medieval or maybe even earlier times, people carried weapons in their hands. So by extending a hand like this, you are showing that you have no weapon in your hand, and the other person does the same, and it became like a handshake. Because people were people were not in this energy business. People were lucky if they weren't slashing each other with swords.
I like the fist bump since COVID. That's pretty cool.
And that's pretty terrible too, because now you just
punching somebody.
Yeah.
Lightly, you know, you're not trying to hurt them.
no, but it's like it's so. There's something good about the
I
hand.
gotta be careful because I'm trained to stick my knuckles out, so I don't want to hurt somebody.
Some people got a heavy fist. They go like this. I'm like, whoa, that's a heavy fist. Some big guys.
When I'm trained, when I make my fist, it's a heavy fist. I can't, you know, that's what I do.
Yeah, but you can relax. The thing is, so the guy says, you get a lot of energy in a handshake, and if you meet many people, he goes like me, I accumulate so much of the different energy. My system, my body needs to process it, and I don't know, and it's too much. So David.
What about people that don't like contact as much? People that don't like to hug? What do you think about like a baby that doesn't like to be held so much?
A baby who does not like to be held so much is a hurt baby. That's unnatural. Because naturally, if the baby is nurtured, he will love being hugged, because that's just a very natural instinct. They've done research on monkeys. Baby monkeys, they were given two options. One option, it was a silly research. It was like I think in the 50s or 60s, and all the psychology textbooks have this picture. You may have even seen it. They've designed like a figurine that's like this size, you know, pretty sizable figurine from the metal rods, you know, a bunch of metal rods with like a head on top, like a robot looking thing, but just metal rods, thin metal rods, like wiry thing. And next to it they put another figurine with metal rods, but they wrapped a nice fluffy blanket around the second one, and then they had monkeys choose where they wanted to cling to. And I think they gave a bottle of milk to they inserted a bottle of milk into the one that had just rods, and then they did not give any milk to the one that had the fluffy towel or blanket. So if I remember correctly, monkeys drank milk and then ran to the other one and just cuddled, because they didn't want to cuddle with the metal rods. It's a very natural thing. They love cuddling. I was seeing videos of lions. Everyone cuddles.
Yeah. Dogs come up and sit next to you.
We crave, we adore being touched, because if it's from love, it's a beautiful feeling. That's why if you have somebody who loves you, who gives you a massage, now we're talking. Now that I love. I used to get those massages from the Chinese lady in a happy ending place. There was one woman who I particularly loved, and I kept looking for her. I couldn't find her anymore. She gave me a couple of massages. I tell you something, David, those were memorable. So you found one with good energy. She really. I wanted to actually. Well, I was married at the time, so I used to go and get a little bit of that, just so because I couldn't stay faithful for the life of me. I couldn't do it. I gave up on the idea even of being faithful. It's not something that works for me.
So you want a woman to have an open relationship?
Always. Now I'll tell them that up front. That's why it's easy for me to see. That is a great filter
So
for
would
me.
you would actually encourage them to be with somebody else?
Oh, for them?
Yeah.
See,
Like
the-
you're going out and they're like, oh, you're going out with another girl again. You're like, oh, go sleep with Dave.
hold on. It's a bit more complex than that.
Yeah.
This woman normally lives with me, so we don't go out. We go in. It's a whole different energy. When was the most recent time you lived with a woman?
Oh, God, it's been a while.
How long?
10 years.
Okay, so my most recent time was 2 weeks ago. And before that, there was a couple of months ago. And before that, it was a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I know it's great. I wouldn't mind trying it.
But all you gotta do is tell a woman, come and live with me right away.
Yeah, it's a little unusual. I don't know that I want to do that.
It's a little unusual. It's a 10 years unusual. You haven't had it in 10 years. It's very unusual for most, because people just wanna screw around. So now, let me ask
I
you,
don't want to meet somebody for an hour before I'm not that kind of person. I want to spend the whole
but
night
you
with
don't see
someone
again.
I know.
Remember the lady who I'm giving you these examples because I find it to be very, very telling. Remember the lady that was pregnant?
Yeah.
Now, we both came up to her. You went and spoke to the,
What's her name again?
I don't remember, but I have her on my, I have a phone number of her.
I know her son's name is Otto. I like that name, Otto.
I can look it up. I have her, she gave me her number and I invited them for dinner. They didn't, well again,
She's got 2 kids. She got pregnant. She got, a nice husband.
no, husband is not nice.
No?
No,
She doesn't like her husband?
she doesn't love him.
Did she tell you that, or you inferred that yourself?
I infer, and it's an easy thing to infer. You could tell. You can just by looking, you can tell how friendly she was to us. She obviously on a surface she loves him. He's a father of her,
Right.
and now she's pregnant again. But there's no deep love.
You know what it is? A lot of women flirt because they want to just feel like they're still attractive.
Not the one that loves. They do flirt, but different. They flirt
Right.
in a very cordial way, like just a little bit of a little beautiful mischief, like a little mischievous, but in a very innocent way. This one was flirting, not innocent.
She's very, I don't know, she's very friendly. What you said is flirtatious is friendly.
But it's not
Yeah.
even that.
I guess if my wife was that friendly, it would bother me a little bit.
See again, you get bothered by a woman being flirtatious because that's jealousy.
Well, you know what? Yeah, because 9 out of 10 guys that she meets, have one thing on their mind.
Okay, but that's great for you. That is great for you. No? That shows it's an opportunity for you to show that you're better. Do you know one criterion that will be undeniably,
You know what? I'm not buying this 100%. I believe you would be jealous.
I'm sorry?
We're in an open relationship and a lady was living with you.
Okay,
and
so-
you came down and I was being very flirtatious with her.
Right.
My arm around her.
Of-
sitting on my paddleboard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I'd be jealous. But I have experience with jealousy. Such as, for example, my wife sucking dick of another man in front of me.
That's a good experience.
Right? So that really works out my jealousy channel. So if I tolerate that, she is making love, or banging actually, wasn't much of a love. She's fucking another guy, or the other guy is fucking her in front of me. What do you call this? Jealousy. And I meanwhile making love to the wife of that guy. Yeah, and his wife is sucking my friend over there, and my wife is on her knees, really going at it on a Shabbat, sucking an Arab guy dick. And I say this on the camera, and I put it all on YouTube, and I'm proud of it. And I'm not saying it.
Pictures, it would be even get more hits.
I'm sorry.
If you had pictures, it would get more hits.
Oh yeah, but then she may have issues because now it's her reputation now. Well, sweetheart, guess what? It's my channel. I tell the truth on my channel, and I love you. You're a beautiful lady when you sleep. Having said,
You both agreed to do that.
well, not quite. We did not agree to a passionate fellatio that she would perform on this guy, that was a bit of a stretch. She didn't say, hey, I'm gonna suck dick in a very passionate way in front of you. No, we said we're going to swinger club, let's see. And I was trying to be a bit more restraining for her. She goes, no, if we go, we both bang. I'm like, okay, whatever, let's just try, because I was really curious.
Right.
So then I said, okay, you do it too. She says, if you only do it, I ain't going. I want to do it too. I'm like, okay, let's go. After a while, I agreed. Now, would you agree to something like that?
No.
Exactly. Why not?
Well, how did it work for you?
See, again, that's a mistake.
Because I don't want to do that. I don't
David,
enjoy that.
David, if you rush with conclusions, the conclusion will almost always be a wrong one.
It's like if you step on a...
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said if you rush to conclusions, you're going to get to the wrong...
Okay, so then let's just not rush and say, how did I rush? Because you keep doing it. You are assuming things that are not. And that's one mistake when people assume.
I'm really not assuming it.
You're gonna deny it now.
From this discussion, you tried it. You said you didn't like it, the experience.
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
Just like I love.
Well, you just said you were jealous because she was...
Yeah, and I love jealousy because I understand how jealousy works now quite well, because that's something that is, first of all, very natural to be jealous.
Yes.
Everyone gets jealous. Kids get jealous, trees get jealous of one another because one is blocking the other one's sun, and they try to. Every cell is jealous of the cell next to it.
I believe that.
Yeah, it's just nature. Every organism wants better for themselves. And if there's an organism next to it that's trying to compete for the resources, the cell is gonna get jealous. It's gonna go, the tentacles is gonna try to outpower the cell, invade the cell, kill the cell on a cellular level. Jealousy is a cellular mechanism that's natural. So of course, once you embrace the jealousy and understand what it is, it's fear. When you're jealous, you are fearful. It's a fear emotion. St. Augustine says, he who is jealous is not in love. That's no love and jealousy. It's fear. What do you fear? That the guy is better guy than you is gonna take your lady from you. That's what the fear is. So then, aren't you confident enough in your abilities and your manhood? No guy will ever take my woman. Never. Never.
Well,
that's
until the relationship isn't so great
again
anymore.
No guy, hear what I'm telling you, no guy can ever take my woman from me, and if he does, she ain't mine.
True.
Exactly. So my woman will always be with me. That's why she's called my woman. There's gonna be, not even Brad Pitt won't be able to do it, though.
You know, there's always moments you meet somebody, there are chemical attractions.
Again, and it's not mine.
And you can learn.
That's why if you take my woman away, I'll say, Dave, enjoy it. Yeah, I'm jealous. Good for you. Because thank you for taking her away from me now, and not a year from now. So,
you know, it's not that black and white. In between the time when she's all your woman and then becoming not your woman, does that take a day, a week, a month, a year?
No.
It's a long process.
No,
Nobody
no.
decides in 1
That's
second.
that's not how this works. Okay. So mine is an eternal it's an eternal characteristic. If she's mine, she was mine, she is mine, she'll always be mine. If she is mine now and tomorrow she's not, she's never been mine. I was just delusional, thinking she's mine. So no, my woman by definition will be with me from day one till I pass.
Your wife was your woman.
No, she's not.
Not now.
No, she never was. See, again,
I don't know.
Again,
There were moments.
David, when you say I don't know, David, you do this again. You say I don't know. Well then,
Well, that's a nice way to say I disagree.
Okay, well then say I disagree.
Okay, you're right. I should.
Because I do know. And I don't argue because I know this. So when I was paddling towards you, I was saying this phrase, I have an issue. I have a challenge. For 5 years, something happened to me since I got out of my suicidal shit. I have, and this it's described in literature. Once you start reading spiritual literature, religious writings, there are these people like Jesus, like Moses, like Muhammad, like Buddha. They had this feeling of ultimate truth. When they spoke, people listened. Now it's a challenge to and I have this feeling for 5 years. I am in touch with ultimate truth. When people argue with me, I smile. They don't know what they're saying. They misinterpret my words as saying, oh, she was yours yesterday, she's not yours today. I don't mean it like that. I mean it as a energy. If the woman is my woman, she's my woman forever. That's a definition of mine.
Energies change.
Again, you misunderstand. I'm not talking.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
I'm not talking about those energies that change. Then they were never mine.
Right.
My energy is constant. That's the definition.
Okay, you spent 2 nights with that woman, the 22-year-old who you were just talking about.
Right.
You said you were in love.
You're right.
You guys had a wonderful energy together.
Right.
Even if you never see her again, you had that special moment.
Right.
It was real.
That's not my woman.
Not your woman, but you still had that wonderful.
Yeah, but it was superficial.
Okay. It was superficial.
And I hoped to make it deeper, but she ran away. And I still call her once a month.
Yeah, well,
And she's on my list.
she might not be ready to bring it down.
No,
with
see
one guy.
the word. There was a word that is a misconception. You said she might not be ready. There's no might in my life. She's not ready. Definitely not. It is black and white.
You know, when people talk, they add words like.
Not me.
To soften it up a
No.
little bit,
I
you
say
know,
it like it is. She is not ready. Period.
I don't know, maybe you're not over her yet. Maybe you're.
I am not. I'll never be over her.
Okay, so I don't want to make you more sad.
I want to be more sad.
So I threw the word might in.
No, because then it shows that the person is uncertain, unsure. No, I love the woman. I love all women I have been with, and my wife, and Anastasia, and all of the women that I've been with. I love just like you love. You're not over any one of your women. Over
I
is.
always think about all my past girlfriends.
So, for example, I'll tell you right now, and I'll share this with you, because we have this great conversation. I'll share something with you, and the reason, I'll just tell you now, that way you know, it'll create a certain emotion and a feeling in your body. And once you feel that feeling, you'll know that I went right in there. So, when I start saying this to you, you will feel disagreeable to a point of even repulsed by the idea. Like that's
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
right. So once you start feeling repulsed, disagreeable, then you will feel the desire to deny.
Yes.
Says no. You say this is not true. This is not true. Well, then that's what it is, because the denial is the first proof. So now, I ask you this question: who was the most recent woman with whom you had a serious, long-term relationship? Who is she?
It's been a while. What's long term?
Like,
Months, years?
I'm talking live with her.
I don't know. Like I said, 10 years ago. I lived
Okay,
with somebody.
so what's her name?
Krista.
Krista. And she's not the mother of your children, or is she?
No.
Right. How long did you live with her?
Only, well, probably 6 or 8 months. But,
And-
you know, it was a little, frankly, she was a great woman.
Hold on. Don't say anything. Don't reveal, because you say, oh, I already told you. Don't reveal. When you say was, she still is. I hope she's still alive. I hope. Right. So, Krista, what was the age difference between you and her?
Maybe 8 years, 7 years.
You're 8 years older, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. So this was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So you were in your early 40s. She was in her mid 30s, something like that, right?
Maybe a little later.
Right. Okay. So you lived with her for 6 to 8 months. Now, I'm sorry?
Yes.
Right. Now, when did you get divorced?
We weren't divorced. Oh, when I got divorced.
From your wife?
I don't know, 6, 7 years earlier. 16, 17 years ago.
Beautiful. And yeah, you had a 16-year marriage just like me. Interesting. Now,
12 and a half.
oh, I see. So let me ask you another question. Was there any other woman after your divorce, between your divorce and Krista, that you had a more serious and deeper, more substantial relationship?
I had a 2-year relationship with a wonderful lady named Heather.
Who was there? Which relationship was deeper, Heather or Krista?
Oh, I mean, yeah, Krista, because we lived together.
Great. So, Heather, you didn't live together.
No, we didn't live together.
So the only person you lived together after you divorced was Krista, correct? Great. So now I'll tell you something. And now get ready to feel repulsed and deny and disagreeable and all the craziness that.
That was like fun.
Okay. You are still in love with Krista.
Oh, I'm mad at myself. She was a wonderful woman.
She still is.
She still is. And if I was...
So you agree with that, correct?
Yeah, if I had my shit together, we'd still be together. But I couldn't... it was too early for me to have somebody live with me.
She did not have her shit together either.
At that time, you know, she was more newly divorced.
Does she have children?
She was looking for a job.
Does she have children?
Yeah, she got 2 girls.
Great woman. You should call her. Now, you definitely should call her and keep and stay in touch with her, because you are still holding a grudge on her.
Holding a grudge?
Yes.
What does that mean?
You are mad at her. You hate her.
No.
Now watch. Hold on. What did you just say?
I said no.
So that's what I was warning you. Okay, hold on, David. Didn't I warn you you're gonna feel denial?
Yeah.
Well, are you denying?
I disagree.
Okay, yeah, stop. Just hold on. Stop.
I'm blaming it on
Just
me.
stop.
Why that
Just hold on.
relationship didn't work.
This is not about Krista anymore. I warned you. You're gonna feel disagreeable with this.
I'm allowed to disagree.
No. See, you misunderstand.
I know, you warned me.
You misunderstand. I warned you that this disagreement is a fake one, and it's gonna come up. I predicted it.
You did.
Yeah, so I walked you through it, and I said you're gonna collide with a disagreement wall. You go boom into the wall. I told you, don't collide with it.
I don't think I hit it that hard. But
You hit it.
no, you said grudge, and I didn't quite understand
Again,
that.
grudge, hate, mad, whatever the negative energy you want to describe.
Saying that I still had feelings.
You hate her.
Why would I hate her?
No, see, I'm gonna share with you why you hate her.
Okay.
But the fact of the matter is you hate her.
Okay, if you say so, I'm not allowed to disagree.
No. See,
I'm trying to
You're-
internalize what you're saying and understand.
Great, so now we have a good conversation. This is what we do right now. It's called metacognition. We are actually analyzing our thought process. We analyze why we feel the way we feel. We analyze subconscious. Clearly, since you denied it and you're not lying, and it's not like you're not allowed to disagree. You're allowed to do whatever you like. This is a free conversation in a free world. So the way the denying works, the denial, you know this phrase, you live in a denial. Denial is a subconscious, psychological defense mechanism. When you tell someone something that, and it's not that they're lying. If I tell you, you hate your mother, you will know, if you're a normal standard person, you'll say that's not true.
Right.
Well, it is true. You hate your father. Normal people, conventional, will say that's not true because you're not consciously hating him.
Oh, yeah, it's like Freud kind of stuff.
Yeah, so subconsciously, we hate everyone who we think we love. And we love everyone who we think we hate. Subconsciously.
They're confusing, of course.
Right, because it's a love-hate situation. So why now? The way the denial works, it's a real, you can tell people and you'll see they'll deny things. If you challenge them, they'll deny it. Now kids, for example, deny things in such a naive and and funny way, and it makes us adults smile because they're so cute. When they lie, they're cute because they don't know how to lie yet. They're learning how to lie, so nobody picks up their lies. So you go into a room where there's a bunch of kids playing, and one of them, and there's like a broken cup, and you say, what the hell is this? And one kid will say, oh, that's not me. So right away, who you suspect? You suspect the kid.
Right.
Or he may even do something, point to someone else. Yeah, it may be true. Or you don't even ask anything. Or sometimes you ask, who did this? And the one will say, oh, not me, not me. Well, then you suspect him first. We have a saying in Russian, the thief has his hat lit up. In other words, you could see him from a mile away because he looks fidgety. He looks like he's trying to deny something. So on an adult level, this becomes a bit more sophisticated because we don't do this on purpose, you see. You didn't deny this because you're mean or you just want to be disagreeable. No, it's an automatic response.
It is automatic. And
Right.
we're taught not to hate. Don't be a hater. So, yeah,
So now you
when
see,
use
now-
the word hate, you know, I'm trained.
Now you understand. So when I tell someone, look, you hate your ex. No, I'm not. It's you. Now they put it on me, and that's called projection. Clearly, that is true. I also, if I didn't hate my ex, I would not be able to tell you about your hate. I need to feel something to empathy. Projection is actually a basis for empathy. So once I have a certain feeling, I can see that feeling in other people. It's true, I hate my ex too.
Well,
So,
you know, if you replace the word hate with moments of dislike,
oh no, hate.
then
I like hate.
everybody would agree with you.
No, but I like the strong one because that's
Yeah, well, you could start out easy and then get them on your thing, but you're
Maybe.
just have an argument. You hate your mother. No, I don't. Yes, you do. No, I don't.
no, but
You're
I
being
can
defensive.
explain. I can explain now. Now, see, so people then the question that people ask me, well, what if what you're saying is actually not true? You could be wrong. I mean, there's no guarantee that your statement will actually, like, for example, there's a chance, at least hypothetically speaking, that you don't hate Krista. There's a chance, right? Hypothetical chance, even though you do hate her. But let's just say hypothetically, there's a chance you don't.
Right.
So then how would you respond in a case where I'm wrong? Because people say then I can never disagree with you because every time I disagree, you're gonna say, oh, it's a denial.
Right.
So you're always gonna be right and I'm always gonna be in this. No, I'll share with
I just look at it. It was too complicated. I couldn't figure it out back then.
you. You're going back to. I'm still staying in a concept. You're going back to Krista. Okay, so let's go back to Krista. Since you want to go back to her, we go back to her. So look, the way our energies work, according to many different teachings of Buddha, of Hindus, even Bible, you could see even fairy tales. When you, especially it goes for women a lot. When a human being is in a relationship, especially a woman, they really absorb that man into their system, and they will identify with the man as their man until there's another man that comes along. So if they broke up a month ago, their system, their body, their being, their spiritual layers of their spirit, of their soul. There's many layers of the soul. They talk about many different layers of the body. Has many. It's a lot of interesting chakras and teachings. Bottom line is the woman is identifying with that man until she meets another man and sleeps with him. Then that spell is broken. It's like that prince that kissed her. Otherwise she will always be asleep like a sleeping beauty, poisoned by the apple, by the needle. So you right now are a beast, like a Beauty and the Beast, because that Krista put a spell on you. That's why you cannot have a relationship until you face the reality that she has you wrapped. That's where the hate comes, because you hate her subconsciously, and that hate is blocking you from meeting another woman. And that's the way it works. That's why I use a strong word, hate. And now you don't have to believe it. People say, I don't believe it. Okay, well, you haven't lived with anyone since her.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right. Your way is good. You get to try it out.
I'm sorry?
No, I mean, your way is good. You're right. My way 10 years will go by, but another 10 years go by.
And you know, I can share with you on how to cast that spell away. It's like a real spell. People say, I don't believe in these. I'm using metaphors. It's not like a real voodoo thing, although voodoo does work.
Right.
But I can share with you on how to break the spell, you know, so to speak. The way you break the spell, we already started breaking the spell. See, this is a beautiful movie. It helps people to understand. Let's go walk with you.
Okay.
What you gotta do is, there are 3 steps according to the teachings, there are 3 steps in breaking a spell. Like, what's up?
Morning.
Oh, Тут у меня батарейка кончилась на канале.